What is going on, everybody? JonRacer3 here today, back for the first official YouTube tournament of 2021. And this is going to be a big one, which you guys know by the title is a Decide Your Ride for the Hot Wheels Street Grand Prix. Now, we have a lot of cars here about to take on the street track. And boy, is the street track gonna be a fun one. Let's take a look at the track. Sitting at approximately 12 feet long, we have the Yankee Overdrive street track with the Hot Wheels track barriers all the way down to the finish line with a 4-lane start gate, which means there's going to be a lot of wrecking coming out of all of these cars today. Now, first I'm going to explain the rules, and then I'm going to show the cars so you guys can decide your ride, and then we're going to do a little bit of a test session to test out the track and see what's actually going to be happening over the next 3 weeks. So, without further ado, let's hop into the rules. So this tournament, including this video, is going to be about 4 weeks long, with next week being the first round, the second week being the second round, and the third week being the finals to see who will actually win the tournament. Now, the track is going to be changing over those 3 weeks, so the track ramp is not going to be very high on the first week, but the track ramp is eventually going to go higher on the second week and super high on the third week to increase the speed of the cars going down the track. Each race is going to be the first car to 3 wins, and 2 cars are going to be moving on from the first round into the second round. So there's going to be a lot of racing, and the amount of races needed to win will vary depending on how far up the bracket the cars get, but I'll explain that when we get closer to it. Now, what's unique about this track is even though it is super wide, there are these bumps sticking out from the sides of the track, which means if Hot Wheels hit these bumps, they're going to be sent flying into the air and probably not winning this race. So the key is to stay in the middle of the track all the way down to the finish line. And the winner is whoever touches the tracks at the end of the piece first or finishes the farthest. So there will be no DNFs given out today. So now that you know the rules, let's jump right into seeing which car you guys want to pick. So you guys can pick whatever car you want that I show in this race. Comment down below, and if that car wins, I will give you a shout out at the end of the video. So look at the cars, think about which one you want, and let's get in to see who's racing. Alright, let's get started. We have a lot of cars to go through, 72 cars to be exact, and I'm going to shuffle them around so that all cars aren't like categorized into one certain category based on what type of car they are. So it's going to be a random assortment of cars. So once you see your car, again, comment down below which car you think you want to root for and you want to cheer for throughout the series, and if it wins, I will give you a shout out at the very end. So let's go ahead and get started with our first car, which is the 2019 Ford Mustang Coupe from Matchbox. It's a very fast car. Next up, we have the Koenigsegg Jesko. I know, a fan favorite for a lot of people. People love the Jesko, and it's not half bad on the track. So very quick if you want to choose the Jesko. Next up, we have a Bentley Continental Super Sports GT. Haven't seen a Bentley on the channel in a while, but I'm pretty sure they're very fast, so a good chance the Bentley might take it. Next up, we have a Bmw M3 Gt2 from the Hot Wheels Mystery Series. I don't know. A good looking car, might be quick. We've got a fan favorite Toyota Supra from Fast and Furious, driven by Paul Walker. Could be fast, but I know it looks very good. We've got a sleek gray McLaren P1 with the black wheels. Absolutely stunning car, might be taking it home for McLaren. Next, we have a 2019 Audi R8 Spyder. I know this car is very fast if you watch my previous tournaments. It might have what it takes. The Audis look very good. Next up, we have a 2018 Bentley Continental Gt3. Now, this is a new car in my collection, and I'm not sure exactly how fast it is, so it might be a diamond in the rough. Next up on the track is a Lotus Evora Gt4, which is a blazing fast car. You can tell just by how lifted the front bumper is. So I could definitely see this thing winning the tournament. It's very quick. Next up, we have the 2017 Rs6 Avant from Audi in red. Again, the Audi's very fast. For some reason, why is Audi super fast? I don't know, but the Rs6 is in the race. Next up, a fan favorite. I can see a lot of people picking this car. The 2016 Bugatti Chiron, and this is the 5-pack variation, as you can see with that blue paint on it. Looking very good and probably very fast. Next up, for the JDM fans out there, we have a Honda S2000 with the G-Ready paint and the white wheels, pretty quick. And if I were personally going to watch the video, I would go for the car showing up right now. We have the 2018 Bugatti Divo from Matchbox. This is going to personally be my choice to win it all. So if I win it, I'll get a shout out. But the Divo, looking fine. Next up, we have a lot of Lamborghinis in the race. So we got the Lamborghini Huracan Performante from Tomica. Now, Tomica cars haven't been the fastest on the racetrack in the past of my channel, but maybe the Tomica doesn't wreck and pulls it through. Next up, we got another Audi. We got the 84 Audi Sport Quattro with the same wheels as that S2000, and who knows, maybe the rally cars got the speed. Next up, we got another Fast and Furious car. We have the Subaru Wrx Sti driven by Paul Walker. I just love the fitment on this car. It just looks fantastic. We'll see how it does on the racetrack. Next up is the Maserati MC12. This car is very fast. I think that there's a very good chance that this car takes it all. And God, it's just so beautiful. Very good looking car. Next up, more for the JDM fans out there, we have a custom Datsun 240Z in orange. Closest thing we have to a wide body in Hot Wheels at the moment. Looks very nice in orange. Next, I know a lot of people love the Lamborghini, so next up we have a Lamborghini Veneno in gold from the new 5-pack that came out just recently with the black rims. Venenos have always been fast on the channel. Next up from Ford, we have the custom 2018 Ford Mustang GT with the lifted splitter. And hey, maybe the lifted splitter cars know what's up, because when the ramp gets higher and the cars get more speed, I think the cars with the lifted bumpers will have the better chance. Next up, a car we haven't seen on the channel a lot. We have the Tomica Nissan Gtr Nismo GT500. Now, this thing's very low to the ground, very heavy. It's just like a brick going down the Hot Wheels track. So maybe it just sticks through it and, takes the win with its opening doors. Next up, we have James Bond on the track in the Aston Martin DBS. DBSs have always been fast. Man, there are a lot of fast cars to choose from here, but the DBS is one of them. We've got a notoriously fast car next. If you guys have watched my channel, you guys will probably choose this car. We have the Audi RS5 Coupe. It's a fast one. It's a very fast one. I would not be surprised to see this car take the win. Next up, we have the custom 2016 Ford GT Race, or the Ford GT LM, if you guys want to call it that. I guess Hot Wheels just didn't get the rights to LM. For more of our JDM fans out there, we have a Datsun Bluebird 510 with the Momo paint scheme. And up next, we have one of my favorite castings and the car that I actually own. We got the 2012 Ford Fiesta, and I love the deco on this Fiesta. For our Lamborghini fans out there, we got the Lamborghini Urus, or Urus, or however you want to pronounce it. Brand new Hot Wheels casting, probably pretty fast. Hopping back in the supercars and fast ones at that, we have the Ferrari 458 Italia in red. If you watch my channel, the Ferrari 458 Italia has always been fast. Hopefully it has what it takes to take on the street track. Another Ferrari's up next. We have the Ferrari La Ferrari in red. You can just see how worn down the wheels are on this thing. It's done a lot of racing. Hopefully it can get its first championship win. Next up, I raced this car on my TikTok and it was unbelievably fast. We have the 2015 Jaguar F-Type Project 7 from the 5-pack. It actually came out in this paint scheme when it first originally released, so they released it again in more of a Spectra Flame green, and these wheels just make it look fast, and it is. Another new car that came out just recently is the 2020 Ford Shelby GT500, and this thing just looks mean. I don't know how it'll race on the street track, but I guess we have to take a gander and find out. One of the OG cars on this channel, and a car that's definitely making it into the JonRacer3 Hall of Fame, is the Lamborghini Centenario from Tomica. It's won a tournament, surprisingly, in its career of racing, and who knows, maybe it'll take the entire championship for the street race. Next up is one of the more beautiful cars that have come out from Hot Wheels recently, the 2020 Jaguar F-Type in blue, and Hot Wheels had no reason to make this thing look as beautiful as it is. This is one of the most beautiful cars that I've seen in a long time. Stunning casting. For all you Lamborghini fans out there, we have the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento in its standard gray and red color scheme. Very beautiful car, probably very fast. For those of you who like Ford versus Ferrari, we got the Ford GT40 with the Golf livery on it. This was actually a super treasure hunt as well. And man, it's a fast car. If you've seen my channel, it's very fast. And from Dodge, I know I have a lot of Dodge fans on this page. We have a Dodge Viper in red. I believe it's 2013. Probably one of the more beautiful Hot Wheels castings that I own, if I'm being honest. Just look at the light on the Viper. Beautiful. And coming from McLaren, we got the McLaren Senna, this time in white. It'll be much easier to see it on that black track. So if you want a car that you can just clearly see in the races, the Senna is the one to choose. Next, we have one of my dream cars. We got the Ford Focus RS, which just looks great in this like dark gray bluish paint scheme. Love the black wheels on it. Maybe very fast. I don't know. For all the Subaru fans out there, we have a 1998 Subaru Impreza 22B STI. One of the more beautiful castings Hot Wheels has come out in the past few years. Came out in a red color scheme as well. And who knows, maybe it's pretty quick. Next up from Porsche, we got the Porsche 911 GT3 RS in red. This was the first color that this car came out in from Hot Wheels a couple years ago, and it's one of my favorite supercars ever. Next up for the Chevrolet fans, we have a Chevy Camaro in green. I don't remember the year, but it is a normal treasure hunt, as you can see from the logo there in the back. Who knows, maybe the treasure hunt has the luck to get it done. Next up is from BMW. You got the BMW Z4M in white. Probably the best colors scheme this car has come out in ever. Maybe it's fast. Next up, we have the BMW 2002, a BMW that actually made it into the Legacy series. If you guys watch that, only it's a recolor, so hopefully it has the speed from its recolored brother. And more from Dodge. I haven't raced one of these in a while, but we have a Dodge Challenger drift car with the Mopar paint scheme. And I haven't raced one of these in a while, so who knows? Maybe it's just going to be freaking fast. Next up from Aston Martin, we have the Aston Martin Vulcan in green. Probably one of my favorite Hot Wheels hypercars to ever release. And maybe it's going to be fast on the street track. Who knows? Another car for all the JDM fans out there. We have a 2017 Nissan Gtr R35 in the burnt orange that most GTRs come in. One of my favorite cars of all time, the Nissan GTR. Speaking of favorite cars of all time, we have the Ferrari FXX. This is from the Hot Wheels Speed Machines. This is the only Hot Wheels Speed Machines car I have, but I mean, it's a Hot Wheels Speed Machines. It's got to be fast. And next up, we have another Dodge. We have the 2018 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon, as you can see by the super skinny wheels up in the front. Who knows, maybe the Demon, if it's good in a straight line, it might take it. More from Lamborghini, we have the Lamborghini Murcielago from the new Lamborghini 5-pack that just released a little bit ago with the orange and gray. Looks fantastic. Next up is the Matchbox Bmw I8. Matchbox absolutely killed it with this casting, and who knows, I think Matchbox have a very good chance of winning here, so they're not too fast, but not too slow. Next up, we got a tongue twister of a car. We have the Jaguar Xe Sv Project 8, and this one is in blue. Again, Hot Wheels has just been killing it with the Jaguars recently. I don't know what it is, but it's the blue with the Jag. Just looks great. Next up from McLaren, we have the McLaren Speedtail, another new hypercar coming out from Hot Wheels, and I haven't raced this on the street track yet, so I don't know if it's fast or slow. I guess we got to find out. And more from Lamborghini, we have the Lamborghini Gallardo Superleggera in green. Honestly, one of my favorite supercars Hot Wheels has come out with in a while. This one came from a 5-pack, and the 5-pack cars are always fast. Racing up against it, we have the BMW M4 in blue. The M4 is fast. It won my 2020 Hot Wheels Festival of Speed video, which is just straight out testing the speed of the Hot Wheel. So this one has proved that it's fast. So if you want one that you know will give you results, it's the BMW M4. Next up, we have the 2015 Dodge Charger. Charger SRT in gray. I haven't raced a lot of Dodges on this channel. Hopefully it has what it takes to bring it through. Next up, we have the McLaren F1 Gtr. The F1 has always been fast, especially the 5-pack variation, which this one is. I don't know how else to describe this car as blazing fast. Next up, we have our only fantasy casting in the race. We have the Gazella R, which I keep around just because it looks like just a custom hypercar, and this thing looks insane. Who knows, maybe the fantasy car will take it. Up next, we have another fan favorite hypercar. We've got the Bugatti Veyron. Very classic, and I cannot wait for Hot Wheels to recast the Veyron, because this one, it's a little flat, but it's also pretty quick. And another car from Lamborghini, this one's fast. We have the Lamborghini Huracan LP620-2 Super Trofeo in blue, and man, it looks so good. Next up, we have the BMW M3 in white. Who knows, the BMWs might be very quick, and the M3, I know, will pull it through. Next, we have the Ferrari Enzo in red. This is a Hot Wheel. I haven't raced the Enzos in a while. Don't know how fast it is, but who knows, maybe it could be quick. And one of our final cars from Lamborghini, we have the Lamborghini Aventador, this time in silver. The silver Aventador is raced on this channel a lot. Hopefully it has the speed. Next up, we have the 2019 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 convertible. Again, another new Hot Wheels casting that has just come out recently in the past few months or years. I don't know, I lose track of when Hot Wheels come out. Next up, we have an Aston Martin V8 Vantage from a 5-pack. And like I said, the 5-pack cars are just fast. You would be very good just taking a 5-pack car and calling it good. Next, for all of the Fast and Furious fans, we have Paul Walker's Nissan Skyline GTR R34 with the silver and blue paint scheme. This thing's pretty quick. And next up, we have the Porsche 918 Spyder, another hypercar taking on the track. I think the 918 has what it takes to get it done. Next up, we have the Volkswagen Golf in blue. I race the Volkswagen Golf in all of my hatchback videos, and it always does well, but let's see how it does racing against all of these other cars. And next up, we have another hatchback. We have the 2018 Honda Civic Type R, and I never raced the black Honda Civics. This one will blend in with the track very well, but who knows, maybe that'll play into its advantage, and it'll take the win. And for our final 4 cars, we're going to start it off with the 1988 Honda CRX in black. Another black car to blend in with the track. And the CRXs have always been fast. I have faith in this car. And then third to last, we have the Porsche 917 LH with the Golf livery on it. That's our second Golf livery car in this tournament. So if you want, comment down below Golf, and you'll have 2 chances of winning. And second to last, we have a Honda Civic Si in green, a lowrider, but supposedly it's good on the street track, so I guess we just got to find out. And for the final car to choose from, we have the Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid Sport Turismo. That's a tongue twister. Just say Porsche Panamera if you want to take this car in the comments. If you've even made it this far in the video, the Porsche Panamera has a good chance. So there you have it. There are all 72 cars in their first round matchups. Like I said, it'll be the first car to 3 wins, and 2 cars will be moving on from the first round. So it's going to be a lot of racing coming next week. But let's go ahead and test out the track and see what the racing is going to look like. Alright, let's test out the track. This is going to be a simulation of what the race is going to look like, and I decided to use some Mario Kart cars. So we got Mario, Peach, Wario, and Luigi. So let's see what the race is going to look like. This is on the first level, so the platform has not been raised to give them more speed. So after we do this, then we'll raise the level with that little blue box there so the cars get more speed. So let's see race number 1. And like I said, they're not going to get a lot of speed, but they are going to be crashing around a lot as Wario is going to be taking the win. And based on their finishing position, this is how they're going to start for the next race. So since Wario got first, he's going to get the position on the inside, and then second, third, and fourth are going to be going to the outside, just assuming that the inside lane is the fastest. So Wario has 1 win. Here we go, race number 2. Look at that, the Mario is going to be taking the win. Yes, he is actually. Luigi almost took it away from him, but Mario gets 1. So if the race were to end now, Mario and Wario would both be moving on to the next round. But again, it is the first car to 3 wins, so since Mario got his second win here, he's going to be moving on, and so is Wario. So let's see what it's like with 1 layer of speed added. So I added the blue box on its side. The third level will be the blue box like standing up, but since it's on its side, that adds a lot more speed for these cars. So they might actually complete the track here. And look at that, they wipe out a lot, but you can see how much more speed that they have going down the track on level 2. So that'll be week 2 of racing after the first round is completed. Now we're at speed level 3, and as you can see, they're raised very high on the ground, and the entrance onto the street track is very angled, so I might fix this in the future, but this is how much speed the cars have now. And look at that, Mario even completes it all the way down the track. So like I said, there's going to be a lot of wiping out on this tournament, so it's very important for the cars to stay straight on the track. So hopefully you guys get a good grasp of what this tournament's going to be, and you guys decide what car you want to choose. Make sure you guys have your cars written down in the comments below so that if your car wins, you can get a shout out at the end of the series. So racing will commence 1 week from today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you guys are ready for the first big tournament on YouTube for 2021, make sure to smash that like button, comment down below, share it with your friends, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Peace!